friends, and welcome to the Paparazzi Stars podcast. Here, we chat about all things paparazzi. Tips, tricks, suggestions, and weekly challenges, all to help you grow and explode your Paparazzi Accessories business to rockstar success. Hello again, rock stars, and welcome to another fabulous podcast, the Paparazzi Stars podcast to be exact. My name is Anya, and I am your show host. Today we're going to be talking about Hostess Rewards. Hostess Rewards are a great way to reward your hostesses for hosting a party with you. Today we will explore some different ways to reward those hostesses. Before we get started, go on over to paparocksstars.com/hostess-rewards. All the notes from today's call, the cute graphic we're going to talk about in a minute, any resources that we talk about, all going to be right there, just ready for you to print and use or refer back to. So it's a great way to not have to sit and take notes, to have those hands free if you're driving or working with your kids, whatever you need to do. So that's paparocksstars.com/hostess-rewards. Everything will be there for you. So the graphic for today, sometimes it's a quote, sometimes it's a graphic, so I confuse myself. Today's graphic, it says, "The only thing better than $5 jewelry is free jewelry. Ask me how," and then has the cute little paparazzi logo. So you're welcome to go ahead and snag that, use that on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, text it out to your friends and family, put it on a blog, whatever you do, but just realize it is so cute and so you don't want to change it. Please don't change it, but you're welcome to use it as much as you want, just as it is. So with that, let's jump into today's training. Let me start out by saying that Hostess Rewards are totally what you want them to be. This is completely individualized. This call kind of outlines what I do personally for my hostesses regularly. Sometimes I offer extras or bonus free items as well, but this is my general outline. Paparazzi policies and procedures. Now, if you're looking at the actual policies and procedures, it's number 6.8. That states that hostesses are to receive 10% of party retail sales and free jewelry for orders over $50 in retail sales. And that is what will be rewarded to them online if you're doing a back office party. But it also states in there, I'm actually going to read this because I think it's kind of important. Paparazzi has outlined the following as the minimum amount of compensation offered to hostesses for hosting a party. So that is the bare minimum. It goes on to say, Paparazzi strongly encourages independent consultants to increase and enhance their Hostess Rewards program for their own hostesses, understanding that the more excited the hostess is, the more excited the customers are, and the more sales will be generated. So I thought that was really, really interesting. Right there it says, this is the bare minimum, but give them more because they want more and they will be more excited. So just so you know, bare minimum, 10% of whatever in retail sales, and that's offered in retail rewards, not in your profit or anything like that. So the reward I offer my hostesses kind of depend on what kind of party they're having. So we're going to take a look at each. For online parties, I offer them usually one for booking, one for each 10 items the guests buy or for each $50 in sales, one for each party that is booked off of their party. So say I'm having a party with Jane and Sally books, Jane will get one free at Sally's party because without her, I never would have booked that other party. And it also will help her friends' party totals as well. I will give the hostess five free pieces, not $5, 5 free pieces if one of their guests joins my team. Because again, I would never have met them had that hostess not had that party. Sometimes I will offer them 2 free instead of just 1 for hosting. If I have a lot of open dates on my calendar, I need to book some of them up. Occasionally, rarely, I'll even offer them double of everything that I just outlined. So for a special day or even sometimes a week on the calendar, I'll say, okay, if you book during this week, I'll give you double Hostess Rewards. So this is the bare minimum, and then we'll double that at the end of the party. So a lot of fun for the online parties. Occasionally you'll have the hostess that doesn't really want to invite people, doesn't really get too many sales at the party. And I've had a couple like that just want to keep hosting parties, and it's because they want that one free just for hosting. And so with those hostesses, I've had to say, okay, we have to do a minimum of $50 in sales in order for you to get any free pieces, because I was just giving them piece after piece after piece just for free without them hardly having any sales. So that's totally up to you. That's how Paparazzi does it with their online back office parties, is there has to be a minimum of the $50 in retail sales before that's offered. So if it is a first time hostess and it's kind of a bum party, I'll usually let them slide, just because it could have been a bad night. She could have tried her hardest, and I want her to want to host with me again and try it again and see if maybe it was just a bad night, or if she just didn't advertise enough, or if Facebook was being hinky or whatever. So just throwing that out there. Okay. So home parties, let's look at home parties. So I offer my hostesses 2 free just for hosting, because they have, cleaning and cooking, all kinds of fun things to do to get ready for the parties. That kind of helps to motivate them to just do it. Even if nobody shows up, you get 2 for free. So they get 1 free for each $50 in sales. When they have more than 10 people or 10 or more people there, I'll give them another 1 free. They get 2 free pieces when a friend books a party, and that's again redeemable at their friend's party. So say Mary is the hostess of the night and her friend Brooke decides to do a party. At Brooke's party, that's when I'll give Mary her pieces. It encourages Brooke to keep her original party date. It helps with her sales. It helps Mary come to Brooke's party. So it's kind of a win-win all around. It also makes the original hostess want to book more parties, because she'll get more free stuff later on. So, and then again, 5 pieces if a guest joins my team. So if one of the friends that come to her party joins my team, then I'll give her 5 free pieces. So sometimes I'll even extend this to the hostess as well and say, you know what, if you want to join my team, I'll give you 5 bonus free pieces. It's kind of a little incentive. It's still her party. It's still something that wouldn't have happened had I not had that party with her. So just kind of an outline there. Again, do what you want. This is just how I generally do things. Basket parties, because I don't have the opportunity to talk to the people. Sometimes it can get a little bit crazy. So for hosting, I give my hostess 1 free just for hosting and taking the basket around to her friends. I give her another free for each $50 in sales. I give her 1 free if a friend books a party, again, redeemable at that friend's party, and then 5 free if a friend joins my team. So the important thing with your Hostess Rewards is to let your hostesses know what to expect. I include a special sheet in with my hostess packets to let them know how many they should expect to get. And then if I'm having any special promotions, I can include that as well. I've included this in the resources section. And I actually left the pieces blank so that you can just pencil in whatever you want to have for your hostesses. So it says like blank free for hosting, blank free for each friend that schedules and hosts a party. At the top of that page is some contact information, but it's left blank as well so that you can enter your information in. So if your hostess has any questions, or if she's showing this to her friend later on, they will know exactly how to contact you. So be sure and fill that in when you go and print that out. It's a great resource for you. You can print out as many as you need, print out an original, copy it, whatever you need to do. Again, please just don't alter it, because this is completely, just for you. You can put your information on it and whatever. So there's no reason to alter this already cute thing. So let's see. The important thing to remember with all of this is that your hostess is taking time and she's taking energy to host the party for you and introduce you to her friends. These people are the way to expand and grow your business in a fun and inexpensive way. If you were doing a show or event, you'd have the overhead cost of the event that you'd have to make up before you start seeing the profit. With a home party, you're only giving away a few pieces to your hostess to thank her for her efforts. So we're talking like two, if you're doing maybe a home party, two free pieces, you're talking like $6 if you include the tax in that, versus an event where you're paying $50, $150, $400 that you have to make back. So it's a lot easier. You also have that captive audience where you get to talk to people and get to know them a little bit better. So it's really kind of a no-brainer to treat your hostesses generously, because they can make the party successful or maybe not. And if they're successful, if they have a good party, they're going to want to party with you again. So it's important to me to treat them well, and it's an important thing of what we do. So be sure and treat those hostesses good. Again, head on over to paparockstars.com for the resource that we talked about today, which is the How Many Free page that you can give to your hostesses so that they know what to expect. That's found at /hostess-rewards. The call challenge for today. Are you guys ready for the challenge? So take a minute to outline what you want to do for your Hostess Rewards program. Comment below with what you're going to offer your hostesses for one of the party types, just so everybody can get kind of a feel for what different people are doing. Like I said, this is how I do things. It is not the way to do things. So customize your program, comment below. Let us know if you have any questions. You're welcome to ask those over there as well. Thanks for joining us today on the podcast. We would love to hear from you, again, in the comments section with each individual call, or if you need to shoot me an email, you have a suggestion for a call topic, same over on the blog, paparockstars.com. Just give me a shout out. Let me know that you can hear me. So thanks again, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.